Okay, we're going to tie the W.O.H Sparkle Dun. We've got a size 22 standard dry fly hook in the vise here. We're going to be using Ultra Thread 70 in dark gray. We're going to do a BWO pattern with this. And we'll start about the eye of the hook. Lay down a good thread base layer. I'm going to take some stacked hollow deer hair. We're going to place this on the top of the hook shank. A couple of loose wraps. Cinch those down. Splay that hair out. We're looking for this to be about 180 degrees on the hook shank. Once you do that, you can get in here with your scissors and cut the butt ends off. Come on, little fella. Once you've done that, in a Craig Mathews-esque style, you can pull back the hair incrementally and wrap back. What we're trying to do is get all this deer hair to stand up on the hook shank at 180 degrees. We can kind of play with it a little bit later. Right now we're just going to put a bit of a thread dam behind the hair, and then we're going to head back down the hook shank. We'll secure some of these fibers, try and lay some of this down a little bit, and then we'll continue to the back. Here for the shuck of this fly, we're going to use Ice Dub UV Black. What I do is I just take a small pinch of this, and then I just roll it in my fingers, like so. Once I have something that is shuck-like, I go ahead and tie that in, loose wrap, and then I put a couple extra wraps just to secure it down. Once you're satisfied with the look, you can snip that off. Sometimes I'll tie in that excess to make a little bit more uniform body, but we're just going to go ahead and dub it. So at this point, we're going to use Adams Gray Superfine dubbing for the body of this fly. You want your dubbing noodle to be as tight as you can get it. This is a pretty thin profile sparse fly, which is part of the reason it's so effective. Okay, once we have that, I'll just put on a nice tapered body. And once we get up to the hair portion, we're going to try and figure eight this at least once around that hair, and that'll help keep it straight up, because this fly does tend to take a beating just from its profile, if nothing else. Okay, once we're satisfied with the dubbing, I'll just get in here and finish it off with a whip finish. I would suggest about 4 or 5 whip finish wraps, because I typically don't head cement this fly, as it just gets beat up either way. And we'll cut it off. See what our shuck looks like. Splay our hair out in that Sparkle Dun 180 degree fashion. You can see this hair is much larger, or I'm sorry, much longer than your typical Sparkle Dun hair. This is because it's done with whitetail hair instead of coastal deer hair. It does seem like it floats a lot better and is much more visible in the water, which is obviously a handy thing when you're fishing a size 22 behind a size 16 dry fly. So there you go. There's the W.O.H, or whatever's on hand, Sparkle Dun. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.